Hello, these are my winter onions. I posted a video about a week ago when I first noticed that some of these winter onions had bolted, they'd gone to seed. When I started shooting that video, I had my eye on 2 onions that had gone to seed, and before I'd finished that video I'd found another 3. So already in this bed of 30 winter onions, a total of 5 onions had gone to seed, and I pulled them all out. And what I've done since then, I've got some onion sets. The variety is Turbo, and if you can see 5 white pebbles on this bed, that's where I've replaced 5 onions that had gone to seed with 5 onion sets. Now those sets should have probably been in 2 months ago, so I'm not sure I'll get anything from them, but there was a station vacant, so I thought I would pop them in, see if we can get anything. Now then, since I shot that video a week ago, unfortunately more onions have gone to seed, and we're probably looking at a winter onion disaster. I'm going to go around the other side of the camera in a minute, but I can see 8 onions that have gone to seed, and we've already taken 5. So my first instinct would be to pull those 8 onions, but I've had some comments on my last video. I'm going to read them out to you now, and that's persuaded me to do something slightly different. The first comment comes from Richard, and he says, why not just cut the seed pod off and allow the onion to continue to grow, the same as we do with garlic? Tash says, snip off the flower stalks and then let them grow. They will bulb up a bit big or store well, but will be edible. Jason says, I pulled loads of flower heads off last year and they still went on to produce good size onions. So the theme that we're following here is just snip the heads off and don't do anything more than that, and you might get something at the end of the day. Pamela says, I would agree with you about main crop onions, but I have found that with overwintering onions I often get a usable onion, sometimes a little smaller than hoped for, as long as I remove the flower head as soon as I see it. Often the now redundant stem is at the side of the onion. Well, I've got to admit, any onions that I've seen go to seed, the stem usually goes through the middle of the onion, but hey, that's not to say they can't go down the side of the onion. And the very last one that I like, because it's given me an idea, is from Ron. And Ron says, can't you just clip off the seed head? Are you willing to experiment with that, or have you already? Well, my answer to Ron is yes, I'm willing to experiment, and no, I haven't done it before, so we're going to give it a go. What we're going to do is, of those 8 onions that are sitting in this bed now with the seed head, we're going to remove 6 and we're going to leave 2 in, and the 6 we remove we're going to replace with onion sets, those Turbo onion sets, and the 2 we leave in, we're going to take the seed head off, and we're just going to see what we get at the end of the growing year, whether they bulb up anymore, whether they stay as they are, and whether there's any usable onion at the end of the day, as some of my subscribers are suggesting. Let me just point these onions out to you and pull them out at the same time. We're going to take this one out. This onion's gone to seed. We're going to take this one out. This onion has gone to seed. We're taking this one out. This onion has gone to seed. We're taking this one out. This onion has gone to seed. We're taking this one out. This onion has gone to seed. And we're going to take this one out. This onion has gone to seed. Okay, now the two we're going to leave are this one. It's gone to seed. You may not be able to see it for this onion in front, but this one has definitely gone to seed. And we're going to leave that one in, which has gone to seed. And we've marked them with this post. Okay, now I think you'll agree that those onions are about as thick as that post right now. So if they do grow, then we've got something to compare them with. We can compare them with that piece of broom handle that I've stuck in the bed. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to switch the camera off. I'm going to plant these turbo onion sets, and then we'll have a look at those onions that I've just removed from the bed. No sooner had I taken out those 6 onions that had gone to seed and switched the camera off, I spotted another one that had gone to seed. So there were 7 onions I've just lifted from this bed. There are 2 still in there that have gone to seed. That's 9, and I'd already taken 5 out in a previous video. That's 14. Now there's only about 30 onions in this bed, so half of the onions, half of my winter onions, have gone to seed. That is a winter onion disaster, isn't it? Anyway, we've replaced them with turbo. I've marked them with white pebbles so it makes them easier seen. I've also left those 2 in that have gone to seed, and I'm just going to snap the seed head off now. Okay, this is what you suggested I should do. There's the seed head. There's the 2 seed heads. Okay, so we'll leave those 2 and see if we get anything when we harvest the onions later on in the year. See if they make anything. 7 winter onions, all gone to seed. 2 winter onions that have gone to seed still in the onion bed. That's 9 winter onions, and 5 I took out the other day. That had gone to seed. That's 14 winter onions. We only started with 30. This is a winter onion disaster. So this is Homegrown Veg signing out.